Good morning, students. Hope you're all good today. You're welcome to my channel. Under my channel, we should be treating topics under mathematics, chemistry, physics, and of course, biology. But today, we are going into the world of mathematics, and we shall be looking at the laws of indices. The laws of indices. The laws of indices. Laws of indices. Let's look at the laws guiding indices. Then the first law of indices states that a raised to the power of m multiplied by a raised to the power of n equals a raised to the power of m plus n. In this place now, the multiplication sign changes to addition sign. So the second law of indices states that a raised to the power of m divided by a raised to the power of n equals a raised to the power of m minus n. Just look at the striking difference. The multiplication sign here changes to addition sign, while in the second law, the division sign, of course, changes to minus sign. So here we come again. We have the third law of indices states that a raised to the power of m, open bracket, close bracket, n, is equals a raised to the power of m n. The bracket is, what is it called? Multiplication. You multiply m by n, it will now give you mn. The fourth law of indices states that a raised to the power of minus n is the same thing as a raised to the power of 1 all over n. It's the same thing as a raised to the power of minus n. The fifth law of indices states that I make it bold, a raised to the power of m all over n equals the root of a, you put the n at the tail region here, all raised to the power of m. This is the fifth law of indices. The sixth law of indices states that any number raised to the power of 0 is equals 1. So any number raised to the power of 0 is what? Is 1. Are we there? Can you see the laws of indices, how it's being stated? Okay. So let me also add this one. We can add this one, add it up, so that a raised to the power of minus 1 equals 1 all over e. Are we happy? So with this, we can be solving problems involving indices. So of course here, I want you to see something. A multiplied by a raised to the power n, that is the first law of indices. Let's say example, we have, if you have 2 raised to the power of 2, are we there? Multiplied by 2 raised to the power of 1, for instance. So it's going to be, you take one of the bases, 2 raised to the power of 2 plus 1 equals 2 plus 1 is what? Is 3. It will now be 2 raised to the power of 3. That is from the first law. So are you seeing how you use the law? It's just the simplest example. We shall be going into details involving indices. So the second one, we have a raised to the power of m divided by a raised to the power of n equals a raised to the power of m minus n. So what it entails that 2 raised to the power of 3 divided by 2 raised to the power of, let's use 2. This is equal, just take one of the bases, that is 2, and take 3 minus 2. This equals 2 raised to the power of 3 minus 2 is 1. Are you seeing it? Are we happy? Yes. We have the third law. We can use 2 as a base and a case study again. We have 2 raised to the power of 3, for instance. Open bracket and close it. We have 2 here. Are we there? Equals 2 raised to the power of 3 times 2 of course, we give you 6. This equals 2 raised to the power of 6. Are we there? So, the fourth law is this. We have, for instance, let's keep on using the 2 for case study. We have 2 raised to the power of minus 3, for instance, is the same thing as 2 raised to the power of 1 all over 3. Are we there? So this is 2 raised to the power of 1 all over 3. So let's check the fifth law. 2 raised to the power of, let's use 2 all over 3 again. 2 all over 3 again. So that 2 raised to the power of 2 all over 3 is equals, see how to use it. The root of 2 will come into this place. That is the root of 2. The 3 will now go to the tail of the roots, making it the cube root of 2, all raised to the power of 2. Are we there? Then the sixth one, any number raised to the power of 0 is 1. Of course, we will have 2 raised to the power of 0 is equals 1. 300 raised to the power of 0 is equivalent to 1. Then the seventh one, we have a raised to the power of minus 1. So let's use 2 raised to the power of minus 1 is equals, are we there? 2 raised to the power of minus 1 is the same thing as 1 all over 2. Are we happy? Can you see now that the laws of indices has guidelines, of course, that is involved in it? Makes solving the problems or the questions under it more simpler. So you can take a look at it once more, okay? Thank you. Subsequently, we shall be treating problems involving indices. But you're welcome and thank you.